Hello. So this package that I have right here is super exciting. Okay, look at that, dude. Look at that. So we've got all of the Planeswalker decks. So we've got the Vivian, Yanling, Chandra, Johnny, and of course Soren. So all of the Planeswalkers for 2020. Alright, so we got all those. We also have a nice little freaking booster box. So blah. And then we also went ahead and got a nice little fat pack. I loved these things when I first started playing Magic. I loved these fat packs. These were awesome. You know, you get your 20-sided, you get you get 10 packs in a box, and it's such a good value. So but today we're just gonna go ahead and we are going to open up as many of these packs as I can. I'm hoping I can get a bunch of them done. I don't, obviously I can't have this YouTube video run too long, so I do have to kind of speed it up a bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these Planeswalker decks. So I already have an idea of what these are kind of valued at, because they're all the same. They're a basic, set of cards, and I think you have a little bit of variation within them, but I don't think it's very much variation. So yeah, I'm not really too keen on that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start opening these packs. I'm gonna get into this booster box right here, and we're gonna go ahead and get going. So I'm just gonna tear this puppy open. Okay. Alright. Gotta love that. I always loved when I opened these, the fact that they had like the actual wizard. There you go. Yeah, but it actually has like the Wizards of the Coast logo on it. And then of course, because this is a booster box, it does this nice little foldy thing where you can just kind of shove fucking okay, to where you can shove that in there and you can make it look all nice and pretty, because obviously not many people are going out and buying an entire booster box, so they have it set up so that you could just set it up for shop. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out a few of these packs. We're gonna open one of each type just to make it kind of there's only 3 Planeswalkers? Okay, yeah, sure, whatever, let's do it. Alright, so pull this to the side, and so I'm basically just gonna go through this. We're gonna open some packs, we're gonna see what we get, and I'm hoping I can get some decent value out of these. I would love to do more of these videos, but in order to do them, I gotta I have to see that nice YouTube viewership. This card is already damaged, like what the heck? Alright, so we're just going to go through some commons. Commons I'm just kind of pull to the side because I doubt they're really worth anything. God's Willing. Blight Beetle, I remember that from when I played. Ancestral Blade. And then Field of the Dead is our rare. I'm not sure if that's actually worth anything, but, we will see later. And I'll probably... Oh, wait, Field of the Dead right there. Ooh, baby, $6.60 on the mid-end right there. Boom. One pull, good pull. Field of the Dead. So, actually, hold on just 1 second. And then we got a water... Or, sorry, wow, water. I watched too many Pokemon fucking card opening videos. We got an island. And then, our token. These tokens actually look really sick. Like, the token arts, I feel like, have gotten a lot better over the years. I haven't played for a few years, so the last time I played, the token arts weren't that extreme. So I did have like an entire box full of sleeves. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull these aside. So anytime I get a card that's worth a decent amount of value, I will have a sleeve to throw directly on it, just so that we can maintain any sort of value that it has. So boom, Field of the Dead, $6 right there. Bam, let's go. First pack, good pulls, good pulls. This is what I'm looking for, I gotta Gotta try and get as much value out of these as we can. And it would definitely help if I wasn't such a bot at opening the packs. Off to the sides. I know that there are some commons that are worth a little bit, but I'm not exactly looking for those because most of the time the only reason why they're worth a little bit is in sets of 4. So I'm not exactly looking for that value right off the bat. Let's go through our uncommons. We have Wolf Rider Saddle, Manifold Key, Might of the Masses. And then our rare for this pack is Leyline of Sanctity. So let's see. Leyline of Sanctity, $3. Not bad. Not bad. That's enough for me to sell it, or for me to merit selling it. So I will go ahead and throw that into there. Leyline of Sanctity. Boom. Done. Okay. Windscarred Crag, 15 cents. Not really worth anything. Not worth me selling. Not really worth my time. But I am going to go ahead and take this. I will put this over with the lands. And then we have another token. Pretty decent art. Not bad, not bad. All right. So now we have another pack. So doing this opening is going to take a lot longer than I had anticipated. So I probably won't open all of them just yet. Blood for Bones. Org Siegebreaker. Or Ogre Siegebreaker, sorry. And then Sky Knight Vanguard. And then Flood of Tears. So this is our rare for this pack. Flood of Tears. 99 cents. That's one that I will probably not sell right away. But because this is the core set, you know, you never know where the value is going to really go with the set. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw that in a sleeve for now. And I'll put it in a separate pile from the other ones that I definitely will sell. Because that one I will most likely just hold on to until I can merit selling it. Because I'm not really going to... Because my plan for a lot of these cards, especially, you know, ones that are worth a decent amount, is going to be to sell them on eBay or sell them to people nearby. I do have a hobby shop very close to me. So I'll definitely take a lot of my commons and uncommons, and you can sell them to hobby shops and things like that in like bunches, and a lot of hobby shops will give you a little bit of money for them. So I'll probably end up doing that with a lot of these cards. Okay, I feel like I have more uncommons in this one than I had in the previous pack. So uncommons, we have Disfigure. Oh, I see a hollow in there. Empyrean Eagle, Ember Hauler, and then, oh, okay, so that's interesting. So Starfield Mystic is my rare. It's Starfield Mystic at about 250. So that is one that I would sell on eBay, because it is worth a little bit of value. It's worth throwing a stamp on an envelope and throwing this in a case and selling it to somebody. So keep that one. And then we've got this beautiful foil planes. I love the foil lands. They look super nice. I love the way that they do them. I'm gonna hold on to this one, but mostly just for me, because I like to hang on to a lot of my foils. And then we have another life gain land. We have Rugged Highlands. I'm gonna go ahead and put that over there. Those are cards that I feel like aren't worth a lot right now. But as a set of 4, and then seeing as how the meta goes, those can become worth a decent amount of money, especially when things like angel decks and things like that get reiterated into the pool. Because a lot of people play certain decks for certain play styles, and those cards don't become worth anything until the play style is conducive to them. So something that gives you 1 life on entry might not be good just because it's good, but when you have a deck like an angel deck where, you know, gaining 1 life is going to do something significant for you, they start to become worth value. So that's kind of why I hold on to a lot of different cards that might not be worth something now, but I just want to hold on to them, keep them in good condition, because, you know, in the next coming months, you never know where it's going to go. So Fencing Ace is a card that was worth a decent amount, even though it's an uncommon, when I was playing. I'm just going to look at that one real quick just to see exactly what we have going on here. So Fencing Ace, 20 cents. No, it's not really worth anything. So that's just going to get kind of pushed over to the side. Then we have Blood-Soaked Altar, Bark-Eyed Troll, and then our rare for this set is the Masterful Replication. So Masterful Replication, 35 cents. Wow, that is an absolute garbage rare. Glad I drew it. But but I'm going to go ahead and just because it's a rare, I am going to set it to the side. So that'll just go over there. I'm not going to put it in a sleeve or anything just because it isn't worth anything. So we got another wolf token and another plains. Let's get into another pack. So what I'm really looking for in here is a lot of the planeswalkers, a lot of the really big, beefy creatures. You know, anything that's really going to be worth a decent amount of money. And like I said, I will end up going through a lot of these cards later just to look at, you know, core value of a lot of the commons and things like that. You know, some cards, some commons might not be worth a lot on their own, but if you have a full set of 4, you can usually sell them for, you know, maybe even $2 to $3 for the full set of 4, which is completely worth it. You throw them all into a sleeve, you throw it into an envelope, you send it to somebody. It costs you basically, you know, what is it, 46 cents for the stamp, which I already have a whole roll of stamps, so that's not really going to cost me anything. But yeah, you know, 46 cents for the stamp, you make a few bucks. eBay's going to take its share at some point. But you know, it's a little bit of money on the side, but the real, it's like Christmas, you know what I mean? You're just sitting here opening packs. It feels so good. Looming Shaman or Loaming Shaman? What's that word? Loaming? Loam? Loaming? Loaming Shaman, Uncaged Fury, Vengeful War Chief, and our rare for this one is Lylan of the Void. So we had the other one, and I think this one was actually worth more. So let's take a look at that real quick. Lylan of the Void. This right here, that's a $10 card right there. That is a fantastic pull. That is exactly what I need. I need as many of things like this as possible. Goes directly into a sleeve, and that card will fetch probably, it's valued at $10, but seeing as how the market goes, you know, it might fetch 8 on eBay. It might even fetch as much as 15. It really depends on how the market goes. Tranquil Cove, another life gain land. Gonna throw that over to the side. I try and keep everything, you know, I'm not going to really mess around too much with any of the cards because I don't want to damage them in any way, shape, or form, regardless of their rarity. Just because, like I said, you know, certain shops will buy your cards, and you never know, honestly. You know, some commons and uncommons can end up being worth a lot of money because of the way that the gameplay goes for a certain time in the set. Also based on general rarity, you know, some cards are, even though they're commons, they're technically slightly rare because everyone uses them and everyone wants them, so people go out of their way to obtain them, and then that, you know, supply and demand, essentially, where it's going to start to increase the value of the card because everybody wants that card. So that's why I always just keep everything in really good condition as best as possible. So uncommons, Cryptic Cave, Yorick's Wave Crasher. I feel like this is a card that might be worth a little something. 4 cost 4/4, enters the battlefield, return another creature you control to its owner's hand. So this actually might be worth something. Another Manifold Key, and then here we go, our first mythic, I think. I don't think I drew any mythics yet. This is the first one. So Tykar Wind's Fury. So let's take a look at that. So 252, really not that much, but it's worth it to just go ahead and throw it in a sleeve. This is one of those cards that right now I might not sell this card just because depending on the direction of the gameplay and how the rest of the set goes, maybe the iteration of the newest set, I think that happens this summer. Things like that can increase or decrease the value, so I might go ahead and just talk to somebody I know and see if because I have a bunch of friends who kind of follow they kind of track the pricing and everything and the sets, so they might have a better idea as to whether it's going to go up or down based on the next set, and I'll see if I want to sell it based on that. This is a really sick elemental card that looks awesome. That's just a token, but it looks dope, so throw that over to the side. Portal of Sanctuary. Gravedigger. I think this was worth a little bit. Yeah, I think this was worth a little bit when I played. It's a 4 cost 2/2, but when it enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So that's really strong, especially if you just had something really strong die. Chandra Spitfire, this also used to be worth a little bit when I played, and so those might be worth something still. I did see another foil in here. I'm going to get to that in just a second. Bag of Holding is our rare for this pack. Let's see what we got that at. Bag of Holding, 40 cents. Another absolutely garbage rare, but we're just going to go ahead and stick that over to the side. Who knows, maybe it gains some value. So Barony Vampire, let's see, I'm already basically here, so why not just check what the foil is worth about 25 cents. So even though it's only worth about 25 cents because it is a foil, I'm going to go ahead and just stick it up top for my own little collection. We've got an island and another soldier. We have Angel of Validity. So this is a card. There you go. So this is exactly what I was talking about. Like if you have a card like this in rotation, your life gain lands can become worth a lot more. This doesn't want to focus right now, unfortunately. There it is. If you would gain life, you gain that much life +1 instead. Angel of Validity gets +2/+2 as long as you have 25 or more life. So that's super strong because now you have a 3-cost 2/2 if you have 25 more life. And then anytime you're gaining life, so anytime you play one of these life gain lands, you're getting an extra 1 from it. So that card can be very strong. Air Elemental, another Yorick's Wave Crasher, throw those over into the uncommon pile. And then our rare is Hanged Executioner. So let's go ahead and scroll around, see what we got there. Hanged Executioner. It's going to be 43 cents. Another absolutely fucking garbage rare. But I'm going to stick it over in its own pile. We've got a Plains and we've got a Zombie token. So that's nice. Let's see. What else do we got in here? So remember, this is just the booster box, and I have barely even broke the surface, honestly, on this box. So there's plenty more potential if I can open the packs, though. You know, like if I can't open the packs, I can't really get the cards inside, and therefore these have 0 potential. But it looks like I just kind of split that one in a weird way. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I am trying to open these pretty carefully because if any cards that I'm going to sell, because I'm doing them straight from pack to a sleeve, I can list them for mint. If not, you know, if there is something slightly wrong with them, I can still go near mint, but that'll fetch me the highest value for these cards. So that's why I'm just being super careful. And, you know, even though, you know, I'm not going to wear gloves or anything like that, I am just trying to treat them with a lot of respect and just kind of piece through them and then put them down as quickly as I can. Captivating Gyre, Herald of the Sun, Moldvine Reclamation, and then our rare in this set is Embodiment of Agonies. So let's go ahead and find that. Embodiment of Agonies, 48 cents for this rare. Go fuck yourself.